Welcome aboard Skylark Outdoors here, and today we are going to review the Everglades 365 boat, which we've got right here. This is at the Palm Beach International Boat Show in 2024. Now, what is most shocking about this boat is the price. It comes in at $669,000 after a $118,000 discount has already been applied. So why is this boat so expensive to comparable size boats? Well, they claim that this is an unsinkable boat and it comes with a lifetime hull warranty on top of a 3-year component warranty. And 3-year component warranty for a boat is actually pretty wild when you consider what they're exposed to, what people could be using these for, and that it is in saltwater conditions for 3 years. That can be a lot of abuse on anything, including a boat. So let's get into some of the specs on this and just go through what potentially makes this or adds up to that $669,000 price tag. This is a 35-foot boat without the engines, 38 feet with the engines. They've got twin 450 Yamahas on here, and it's got a 10-foot beam. With the engines up, you've got a 24-inch draft and 25-degree dead rise. Now that's going to come into play later with one of the claims they make about this boat. The dry weight is 13,600 pounds. You have a max horsepower rigging of 1,200 horsepower if you want to put that on there. And you've got a 339-gallon fuel capacity. And you've got an 8'10" bridge clearance as this is configured. Now, a couple of things that make this different than your typical 35 or 36 foot center console is that it has an optional full upper station. So if you want to put that on, you can. That's obviously going to change your bridge clearance. But it also has RAMCAP hull construction, which is patented to Everglades, and we'll go a little bit more in depth about that in just a bit. They claim that this is utility meets comfort, ideal for hardcore fishing or family vacations. They also make the claim that this is the most comfortable fishing boat on the market. So we're going to go visit that claim and why they may make that claim a little bit later with some of the features. Now, they also say this has the highest transom of any comparable size boat. And I do believe that walking around, you can see that the transom is much larger and much higher than many other boats, and it has the 25-degree dead rise, just giving it a nice hull shape for offshore fishing. It's got a self-bailing cockpit. There is no wood construction in this, so it is going to be all fiberglass or composite. You've got high-density foam, which is inside the hull, which is reportedly 3 times stronger than any other foam on the market, and that's both designed for rigidity and to absorb impact. It has aluminum framework, so all the rails are aluminum and then powder coated, so that's going to cut down on corrosion. And then all the hardware is also bedded and sealed. So let's visit a couple things that I want to talk about this. What is RAMCAP? So with the RAMCAP construction, you can go look at this on Everglades website. What they have is they form the hull and then they have this high density foam, and rather than spray the foam in, the foam is custom made and cut for the boat and then placed in the hull, and then you put the liner and the top deck in all in one and they're cured together. So a lot of other boats, they just shoot foam into the hulls. This actually has that composite 3 times as strong foam inside of the hull, and what that does is gives it rigidity, strength, and it is going to give it the flotation to, I guess, potentially make it unsinkable, but it also absorbs impact from the waves, which is what they claim gives it the most comfortable fishing boat experience on the market. So that's what you get for that $669,000 price tag after the $118,000 discount. Is it worth it? I'm not sure. We're going to talk about it a little bit more, but I'm going to actually talk you through the tour of everything that we saw on the boat and some of the features during the walk around. So, if you've been on an Everglades 365, is it truly the most comfortable fishing boat on the market? Does it live up to the hype? And do you believe in the lifetime warranty on this hull? So we're going to start our walk around at the stern of the boat. You can see the twin 450 horsepower engines on there, the rod holders, live well, and then you do have this nice gated walk-in entry, which is great for getting in and out of the boat. At the stern, you do have, it looks like 6 rod holders, and then on the far side, you also have a ladder to get in and out, and a little bit of a swim platform. Here's the live well. You've got a nice clear cover on there. It's deep. It's easy to get in there and clean it out if you needed to. As we go around the boat, you can see this is set up for fishing. It's got all kinds of accommodations for fishing rod holders here up at the top, as well as there is riggers on top of there. And then you've got a little washdown station here, and I believe this is a live well or potentially a cooler, but you've got that clear glass top or plexi on top of there and a couple of cup holders. And then you've got kind of like a wash station right there, some speakers, and then this is actually a jump seat, which is really cool. So you can put somebody else behind the captain's chair, just more accommodating for guests. And you can see right there, that's our gated entry. You just close that up while you're fishing or while you are in the boat, but you don't really need to worry about it because it is a self-bailing cockpit. So even if that swung open, you wouldn't really have any issues driving this boat or sinking it. And they do claim it is unsinkable. So it's not really a hole in the boat, it's just a door to get in and out. Here at the helm, you can see we've got twin controls, and then we do have the joystick controls as well, which is going to make this really easy to maneuver and spot lock or any of that kind of stuff. You also have twin Garmins that are set up for this, but I'm sure you could swap out whatever electronics you want to, but on this it does have twin Garmin touchscreen displays, and you're going to have an engine management system in there as well to see whatever is going on with the engines. I do like the helm station. You've got a 3 across seating arrangement, and all those seats flip up. You've got the typical touch Garmins here, which are very intuitive and easy to operate. And I found the Garmins have a ton of brightness for even the brightest, sunniest conditions, but they're under the T-top right here, so no issues with that. And then you can see these chairs, they do look comfortable, which probably leads to that most comfortable fishing boat on the market. You got some armrests on the ones on the side. We go around here and you can see there's a head. This is a nice size head for this size boat, and there's even a couple pillows there. I think you could maybe take a nap in there if you really needed to, throw like a pillow down on the floor and kind of make it all one level. And I believe that pillow in there is actually for the table area in the front to make you a larger lay down area. But the head is actually fairly reasonable for this size boat. It's nice and tall and wide. So here's the arrangement you have up in the front. Got a lot of cushions here, and then you've got backrests on those cushions so you can kind of lay on it. And then this is that table, and this table you can throw that cushion that was down in the head on top of there, and then you have a nice lay down area up here in the front, and that is what probably makes it a hardcore fishing or a family vacation boat. You've got that nice little lay down spot up in the front. Now what is cool about the table is that you press this little button on the side here, and that's going to lift up or down your table. That's just a nice feature. Usually these things you have to pull them in or out, but this one you can lift it up and then you've got a table to eat at, or you can put it down and you've got your rest for laying down and a bed to just soak in the sun. A lot of rod holders on the sides here. You probably could also get one of those screens for the front of this so you can get a little bit more shade in the front if you wanted that as well. You go down the side, you can see this thing is set up for fishing. You've got the rails on the side there, some speakers so you can jam out to some tunes while you're out on the ocean. And then it does already have riggers on the top of this. I don't know if you'll see it in this shot, but there is the handle for that, and you can see that rigger all the way out there. And they've got that thing ready to go so you can fish and catch whatever you want to your heart's desire. Overall, this is a beautiful boat when you're on it. Feels nice. It does feel high quality. Is it worth $669,000? I think you've got to look at it like you have a lifetime warranty on the boat. And how long are you going to use the boat for? And then if you take that and say, hey, I'm going to use it for 30 years, and they're going to fix whatever is wrong with the hull on this, and it's unsinkable. You can't put a price on an unsinkable boat, really, right? If you are in an emergency, you definitely don't want to be stranded out on the water. And having an unsinkable boat, you probably would have wished that you had paid the extra dollars for that if you were in that situation. Now, Does that mean that there can't be other tragedies or issues that could happen, like a fire or maybe the boat gets flipped over or something like that? Absolutely. But I do think it does give people peace of mind that it is an unsinkable boat. If you have been on this boat in Everglades 365, please put that in the comments below. Let me know if you do believe this is the most comfortable fishing boat on the market, as well as let me know how fast you went on this thing and what it was equipped with horsepower wise. So they've got 900 horsepower on this one, but it can go up to 1200 horsepower. I imagine with 1200 horsepower, this thing flies with the hull shape, and it probably feels awesome even in rough seas. So I think that's the selling point of this. You get a high quality boat, you get a lifetime hull warranty, it's unsinkable, and if you are a hardcore fisherman, that 3-year component warranty is actually very valuable if you're going to be fishing on this all the time in saltwater and using it all the time. If you had a charter business or something like that and you're running this 300 days a year, you probably are going to get a lot of value out of that. So please comment below if you've been on one of these. I would love to take a ride on one. So Everglades, if you're out there, let me know. I will go take a ride on one and would love to drive this thing because I got to walk around on it. I have not been on this particular model yet and do think it is a beautiful boat. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.